All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Got it. 50, General West.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What you got?
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He finds an opening past the 40. Escapes the defender.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to throw here. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
61. Match box right.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Mahomes now on first down. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check 15, check 15. Out. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno.
Here's Grant. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Sponge, no. He's coming.
Hey, 43. Let's go, baby.
Slam. Check. Lucky.
On second down now, it's Grant.
Got you, boy.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Shift. No. Off.
Yellow.
He's
57.
Crash.
They will run with Grant. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run on first down. Grant. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Browns' 20-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Be a long day for you. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Hey, 15.
Watch the whip. Check 13. Check 13. Bang, bang, bang.
This is Grant. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
He's coming. We got double up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals.
Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Gates with a grab. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pull.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. A beautiful fake. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. From the 44, Mahomes. Now he'll let it go deep left. left sideline. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 34 yards there. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, Sunday.
On first down, it's Grant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
And that was back-to-back really nice plays. Some of the offenses call them explosive plays. Pick up nice chunks of yardage, and now they're set up first and goal inside the 10. How'd you like to be the defensive coordinator right now? What can he dial up to flip the momentum and stop him on the next play? Maybe decides to come with a little bit of pressure.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Check. Rush in.
Yellow.
Watch twist.
Check.
They'll try the left side. Grant. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Looking to throw. It's caught by OBJ. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and 1 at the Chiefs' 33-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Yeah, let's get second.
From the 25 on second down, Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Mike 50.
2nd and 5. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hit it.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't
Go
worked
to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sheldon Richardson never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's got room. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch 266. Pull it high.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is the tight end, Njoku. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
60 or protein spill.
Watch the pass.
5.
2nd and 14. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it to give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game. Just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. He finds Beckham complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, exit. Now.
They'll drop the throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark. They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On the run, this is Hunt. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. The Browns on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On third down, here's Hunt. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Check 9, check 9. Eye down these two, eye down these two. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Motion. Mike 50%.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Man, I got you. Here we go. Check him motion. Check the call. Mike 55.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Kill. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Tighten up.
Mahomes now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.